And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
The score, Cardinals 7, Titans nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First down, Murray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And he is Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Murray. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
This is Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans, nothing.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Coming this way.
Operating from the gun. Murray. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 14 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Hunt. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Love now on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
I'm only going to be able to carry it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Is good.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Titans 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Arizona.
On play action, Love to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Coming to you, coming to you. 48, 48 month, 48 month. I know he ain't got it. 48, 48.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike by 4, Mike by 4, Mike by 4. We can't have it.
Love now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A strong running. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Geno Smith, his first carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Kareem Hunt, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Cardinals 28, Titans 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Arizona.
First down, Love to pass. That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run with Hunt. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
How you like me now?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
At the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Love. The trot, DeAndre Hopkins. He's all alone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight, red tight.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play fake. Here's Love. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titan 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Cardinals.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Love from the gun. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzer.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
5-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, switch gears.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Check, watch 54, watch it.
Working out of the gun. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Check 48. Check 48.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Looking deep for Julio. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 52. Titans.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 26.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? No, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is afraid.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's second down.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That escapes the sack. Shreds the tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
Third down. Third and
out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. It's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Flush to his right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Hunt. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.